Welcome to BrushHand's new staffing update walkthrough. In this video, I'll guide you through everything you need to know about managing your team, from scheduling staff to jobs, tracking timesheets, and monitoring hours worked. I'll walk you through how to add a staff member, view, track, and add timesheets, as well as integrate those into your business costings dashboard, and take you through a complete walkthrough of the staffing portal. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how staffing overview helps you save time, stay organized, and keep full visibility over your workforce. Let's get started. Starting off, we have a new tab on the home panel on the side called Staffing. Within Staffing, we have our staff overview. You can add a staff member and view and manage all staff. With this update, there have also been changes to the business costings dashboard as well as the quote status dash, which I'll walk you through in a moment. Our first step is to add our staff members to the portal. Doing this will provide them with a link to log into their own portal so they can add and manage their own timesheets. To add a staff member, we're going to click Add Staff. Here, you can upload a photo of your staff member for personalization, enter in their name, email, phone, as well as their hourly expenses. So this includes wage, super, and extras if you provide any meal or food allowances. Keep in mind these are calculated at an hourly rate, which will give you the total per hour. This is imperative as these calculations will affect your business costings, which is calculated at a per hour basis based on the hours quoted for jobs and so forth. So once you've added your staff member, they will receive an email that looks like this, which will give them instructions on how to log into their portal, and I'll show you what their view will look like once we've finished with the employer's side of the new BrushHand update. Once we've added our staff member, they will become visible in all staff. Side note also, please double check that the email that you're entering for your staff member is correct, because that will be their login email and the email that they will receive all their updates and notifications from in terms of their timesheets. So once you've got your staff member added, we can jump over to Staff Overview, where I'll give you a walkthrough of what this dashboard entails. Our first panel is just a different view of my staff. So the one on the side here is just a bit more of a personal view. Our next panel is our quotes panel. These will show quotes that are marked as work scheduled or in progress, and that have a start and end date that is current. So if you're not seeing any pop up here, make sure that their status is either marked as work scheduled and in progress, and the start and end date are correct. So to double check that, I'll quickly show you now. So we can see these ones are marked as work scheduled and in progress. If you don't have a quote showing that is marked as those statuses, you might have to add a start and end date if you have not already. So we're going to click Edit. And at the very bottom of your quote, you'll see the scheduling panel where you can pop in a start and end date and make sure that those are current. And we can hit update on that, and they should show in your quotes panel for timesheet scheduling. We also have the schedule/add timesheet button, which will allow you to add a timesheet on behalf of your staff member or schedule them to future work. In the staff timesheet reports, you can also track the added and modified location of timesheets when they're being started and finished. So you can track that against the job site location. If you click the pin on added location, it will bring up a map. So you can have a look at that and check into it, see where your staff are when they're adding and submitting timesheets. And we have the timesheets calendar, which will show what days each of your staff members have worked for and how long for. So if we click in here, we can see the job address, the staff member, start and finish time, as well as total hours and some notes. I'm going to show you how to add a timesheet on behalf of a staff member to start with. So we're going to click the Add Timesheet button. Here you'll have a drop down where you'll see a list of your staff members. From here, select the staff member that you wish to add a timesheet for. Select a start time and a finish time. You'll see the hours are calculated automatically for you, as well as a list of the job addresses available. From here, you can also add notes for your staff member, and we can hit submit. This will send an email notification to your staff member, which looks like this. And I'll show you what it looks like in their portal again once we're finished with our employer walkthrough. You'll see the timesheet has popped up down the bottom here. Now I'm going to show you how to schedule a staff member to a job. So for this, we're selecting the staff member, and we're only going to be inputting a start time. Selecting the job address and adding in any notes, and we're going to hit submit. You'll see in the staff timesheet report, it'll show up as a red instead of a green under total hours. This is showing you that the staff member has not yet clocked out of that job for the day yet or started it. On the calendar below, you can also see your staff members and what days they've been working and who's been working on those days. You've got a few different views for that as well, such as month, week, and a daily. That was the complete walkthrough of staff overview and how to add a staff member. Now I'm going to show you the kind of statistics you can get through your quote status dash and your business costings dashboard with this new addition. In your quote status dash, down the bottom, you'll now be able to view the job address, which shows the total hours that were quoted for the job when you've gone and done the quote, as well as the predicted working days. It'll show you how many days were actually worked on the job, number of staff that have worked on that job, as well as average hours per staff member and total payroll hours for those jobs. With these statistics, you're able to narrow down and really refine your quoting to look at the total hours that were quoted for the job versus how many hours were worked on the job. So we can see this one here, the hours worked was almost double of what it was quoted. So that's where you might need to go make some adjustments to your custom meter rates if things are taking a bit longer than expected. Now with our business costings dashboard, because we've entered in all of our wage expenses breakdown, we can now view those and add them to our staff costings. And we also have a new section up here, which is your day rate divided by number of staff. So it's your hourly day rate divided by number of staff. Now to add this to your business costings, we're going to add a new monthly expense, select the date, and like we did with receipts, if you haven't seen that video, jump over to our first business costings walkthrough, which I'll link in the description below. We have a tick box for staffing. So we can choose to add the staff timesheets for this month, which will bring all those over. And upon calculate, they'll add them to your business expenses for the month. Now, when we hit submit, you'll see that those populate through your business costings dashboard. This is the full walkthrough of the staffing update for an employer's perspective. I'm now going to show you what the staff see on their end. After you've added your staff member, they will receive this email, which I showed you before, which is instructions on how they can access their portal. And it'll essentially look the same as yours upon signing in, except they won't have all the tools and views available. So they won't be able to see the ins and outs of your business costings. They'll just have this overview tab. They've got a start work button where they can add a timesheet. So if they've gone to a different job for the day, they can hit start work and add that job in as a timesheet. They've also got their current timesheets for the day. So this is where if they were working over multiple jobs for the day, they might have a couple of these showing up and they can just go through and finish those jobs as they're moving to the next one. So when you click finish work, it's going to log a finish time and total hours and send an email to yourself as the employer, which will look like this. They also have a total hours worked this week panel and all their timesheets year to date. Staff members have the ability to edit their timesheets, but these are all subject to notification to the employer. So you will be notified upon any changes to timesheets, whether that's adding a timesheet, removing a timesheet, updating a timesheet. So you know exactly what is occurring with your staff hours. So for a staff member, it is very similar to the employer, except these fields are locked. So their finish time and total hours are locked. This is due to the location tracking. So when they're jumping into to add a timesheet and they're selecting their start time, they're able to select the job address, add in notes and hit submit. This will send you an email that looks like this. And you'll see in this email, it's also got the added location. So the location that that staff member has clocked in from. That timesheet will then pop up in their timesheets for the day, where they can then select finish work if they've completed that job for the day. This will send you another email and again logs the location for that timesheet, and these timesheets will appear in your portal. Thank you for watching BrushHand's new staffing update. This was a fairly big update, so there was a lot of for us to cover over in this video in a very short period of time. If you are having any troubles setting this up or navigating the changes throughout your portal, reach out to us at help@brushhand.com.au, and if you're an Aussie Painters Network Platinum member, give us a call. We're more than happy to help, and we're really excited to be able to bring you these new exciting updates. To hopefully reduce your costings across your business. Instead of having all these features across multiple apps, BrushHand aims to have an all in one approach to its systems, and we're more than happy to be receiving any suggestions for how we can get BrushHand to work better for you. Again, thank you for checking in, and I hope you'll enjoy this fantastic new feature. Bye for now.